Fourth and final girls quarterfinal game of the day. It's the number 4 seed Manhattan Indians, 20-2 this year, against the number 5 seed Olathe South Falcons, also with a record of 20-2 this year. Olathe Northwest, Mays, and Wichita Heights, the top 3 seeds already into the semifinals. The winner of this one will join them. They'll play Wichita Heights Friday night at 6:30. Should be a good one. Both teams 20-2 on the season. Olathe South in the blue, Manhattan in white, and Olathe South wins the tip. That's the Sunflower League Player of the Year, Megan Balcom, running the point for Olathe South. They go dribble weave to begin things. South 4 double-figure scorers. That's one of them, a freshman, Kylie Kopatic, getting her own rebound and kicking it out. They'll reset. Kopatic kicks it right side for Brittany Reinhardt. She's a sophomore. Megan Balcom, Alex Hugo, Riley White rounding out the South starting lineup. And it's Riley White, the one non-double-figure scorer in the O South lineup. She averages only 3 points per game, getting the opening basket. Now Manhattan with an answer from Onyeka Ahi. A 5'7" senior drains a triple. But it quickly at the other end, Bailey Reinhardt with the bucket. Here we go, 4-3 Olathe South. Great first minute of action. 31 to go in this ball game. This is a veteran Manhattan team, their first trip to state on the girls' side since 1991. That's their star, Mary Jo Massenet, unable to score inside. Here comes Balcom for Olathe South, off to Kopatic, and the freshman misses. Putback, though, is good for Alex Hugo, the 5'8" senior, who is the leading scorer at 14 per game. 6-3 Olathe South out to the early lead. 3 in the air from Jenna Crusenberry, and we're tied at 6. Manhattan with a pair of 3-point shots. Falcons quickly the other way. Now they'll slow things down a bit. The Manhattan 5 is Elena Spilker, Crusenberry, Ahi, Massenet, and Darby Price. Ahi picks Balcom's pocket and goes all the way for the lay-in. Onyeka Ahi with 5 early points. Manhattan jumps in front. Both these teams looking very confident. Out of bounds, it'll stay with South. There's Ahi, one of 3 senior starters for Coach Scott Mall's club. Manhattan undefeated this year in the Centennial League. Hugo's shot won't go. It'll be Manhattan basketball. Olathe South making their 8th straight appearance at the 6A state tournament. Coach Steve Ingram winning 20-plus games for the 8th straight year. Massenet, high post, down low to Price. And in there against White, back to Massenet. That shot no good, and a foul on the rebound. Whistled for the Manhattan foul. First foul of the game on either team. And defense for the Manhattan High Indians. Balcom down the right of the lane. Runner off the glass, no. Hugo keeps the rebound alive. And a tie-up. Hugo and Balcom, 2 of 3 seniors on this Olathe South team that will go 7 deep. Manhattan back inside to Massenet. Now Price with a jumper in the lane. There's Scott Wall applauding his team's effort. He was a volunteer coach The last time the Manhattan girls made state back in '91. It's 2 decades ago. Balcom, deep three is on the money. Megan Balcom's 42nd three of the year. Steve Ingram's team back within one. Balcom with some big-time range, knocking in that triple. Kristen Thompson is in for Manhattan. She's got the basketball. Now they turned it over, but Massenet saves it. Good pass for Ahee off her fingertips and out of bounds. First Manhattan turnover of the night. South with a chance to regain the lead here. Hugo. Kick it out to Balcom. In the lane, White spins and has it blocked by Massenet. Here she comes. She lost it. White ahead to Balcom. Layup good. Olathe South back in front. Pressure man defense from Olathe South, one of the dominant girls programs in the state. Manhattan, one of the great years this year. Three-pointer is off for Cruisenberry, who hit one earlier. Koch ahead to Hugo. Tough shot. Here comes Manhattan. Cruisenberry pushes it for the Indians. They'll pull it up. Looking in the lane for Cruisenberry, knocked away and stolen. Hugo's got it, and that'll be a foul on Jenna Cruisenberry. A bit of frustration there after the deflection on the pass. Second foul against Manhattan. We've seen some great transition basketball today. Olathe South, the team as good as any, getting out and running. Last bucket, a transition lay-in from Megan Balcom, who averages 10.5 per game. She's got 5 in this one, tries another 3, and hits it. Make it 8 for Balcom. She and Alex Hugo, the leaders and co-captains of this Olathe South team. Beautiful back door and a lay-in for Kristen Thompson of Manhattan. Reinhardt at the other end, an air ball. Koch with the board. The Falcons keep it. White in the lane. Partially blocked by Massenet. It'll stay with Olathe South.
Number 1, Elena Spilker back in for the Indians. Victoria Dolan and Jordan Morton checking in
for both sides. Manhattan's gone 8 deep already. Olathe South's played their 7 that usually get in as Vicky Dolan, a 5'6" senior, a good shooter off the bench, and Jordan Morton, 5'10" freshman, are in. Olathe South team has had some good young players step up this year. They're losing a lot off last year's squad. Manhattan off the turnover. McNair just into the game, banks it home. McNair, a 5'7" sophomore, ties the score at 14. Hugo left side, against the much taller Veronica Pritchard, who's in it. 5'8" against 5'11". Now Koch, freshman for O South, can't get that one to drop. Pritchard the board. Both teams have led by as many as 4. Second tie. Knocked loose for a moment, but saved. Massenet unable to finish. Rebound tipped out to Balcom. Lost the handle for a moment, but saved it over to Dolan. She'll go down the lane. Lefty shot won't stay in. Manhattan pushes it back. Under a minute to go, first quarter. And a tie-up. Koch getting in there, battling Thompson for Manhattan. And the arrow will give it to Olathe South. 36 seconds to play, first quarter. Par McNair with the nice coast-to-coast move for the bucket that tied the score just over a minute ago. Reinhardt, a three for Olathe South. No, Morton aboard, and she puts it back in. Freshman off the bench, Jordan Morton regains the lead for Olathe South. And a couple freshmen that see action. And a sophomore and a junior that play extensively. Turnover, here comes South. Malcolm, nice pass to Hugo. First block-to-block pass is stolen, and that'll be the end of quarter number one. Great action in the first quarter. Teams had to wait around all day, but both of them look like they're on top of their game. We're through one. Olathe South, 7 of 19 shooting, but they've hit a couple threes. So is Manhattan. Olathe South on top after one, 16-14 on the KSHSAA network.
Will be on sale until supplies run out. No orders will be taken. Shirts are located on the concourse near section 102. Thanks for their friendly service. Every old Chicago restaurants feature making fresh pizzas, including traditional Chicago-style deep crust, thin crust, and specialty pizzas. Go to oldchicago.com and ask an arena representative for directions.
Second quarter of action. Manhattan will get the basketball. Then a Cruisenberry will inbound out there along with Ahee, Spilker, Pritchard, and Price. And defense for Olathe South. Price into the lane. To Pritchard. 15-footer is off, and Alex Hugo has the board for Olathe South. Hugo out there with Kopatic, White, Reinhardt, and Dolan. Falcons out of the game right now for the Lady Falcons. And a foul against Manhattan.
Fouls on number 2.
It's on Jenna Cruisenberry, and that will be her second. We've had only 3 total fouls so far, all against the Indians. Pretty easy call right there as Cruisenberry hit Reinhardt across the arm. Early Reinhardt, the sophomore, averages 12.5 a game. Sinks the free throw.
And Eddie Reinhardt is at the line.
Reinhardt 59% at the stripe this season. That one short. White battling for the rebound. Called for over the back. First foul against Olathe South tonight.
Fouls on number 22, Riley White.
A lot more shot attempts thus far for Olathe South. 19-11, but they've made only 7 of the 19, while Manhattan is 6 of 11. Olathe South dominating things on the glass, out and rebounding the Indians, 12-6. Manhattan hit a couple early threes. Ahee, who hit one of the threes, is fouled. Ahee, one of 3 seniors on this Manhattan team. Well, game gets started. 4 will play. Foul was on Reinhardt. Cruisenberry playing with 2 fouls. Knocked away, saved by Ahee. Spilker an open look. Turned it down, gets into the lane. White clears the board for Olathe South. Reinhardt. 12-footer off the mark. R.B. Price gets it out for Manhattan. Cruisenberry to Spilker to slow things up. Both teams led by 4 in the first quarter. Ahee blocked from behind by Kopatic, but they get her for a foul.
Fouls on number 33, Koch. That's her first, team 4.
First on the freshman, Koch.
Olathe at the line.
He hits the front end. Look at that foul for Koch. Blocked the shot from behind. Balcom from out front, off the lip. And Spilker, the 5'5" junior, in for the Manhattan rebound. The Indians turn it over. Spilker couldn't connect with Cruisenberry.
Back in for the Indians. Number 5, Victoria Dolan. Checking in for the Falcons.
Over 6 minutes to play, first half. Olathe South leading by a bucket. Balcom to operate the offense. Left side to Koch. Right side to Dolan, who just checked back in. Senior shooter off the bench. Balcom will try one. Bang from the left side. Megan Balcom's got 3 threes. South has the biggest lead of the game. Manhattan needs a basket. Massenet can't score inside. Come the Lady Falcons again. Lead pass for Hugo. Somehow gets to her. And she scores. How did that pass get through?
That is a 30-second
timeout called by Manhattan. Megan Balcom, senior for Olathe South, with her third 3 of the first half, right on the money. Locked and loaded for Megan Balcom, who has 11 here in the half. South is 3 of 5 from distance. Manhattan 2 for 3. First 2 buckets were long distance shots. Manhattan needing a basket. They have not scored. In nearly 4.5 minutes of game action. Field goal. They've had 1 free throw in that time. Ahe for 3. Left it short. Olathe South with the rebound. Balcom's trying to put a little distance here. Koch at the foul line. Too strong. Rebound loose. Ahe's got it for Manhattan. She'll push the issue. Pull up jumper. No, but she gets the rebound. A lost shoe in the lane. Elena Spilker lost half her footwear.
Number 23, Kristen Thompson, checking in for the Indians.
She'll come out. We'll give her a little more time to put that shoe back on. She blew a tire. Didn't stop her. She kept playing. Not repaired. Kristen Thompson replacing her. She kicks it out for Ahe. And Massenet down the lane, but cut off. Been shut out so far. McNair parading into the lane. We'll get Riley White for a blocking foul. 2 on White.
Fouls on number 22, Riley White. That's her second foul.
White will check out. Jordan Morton back in.
Checking in for the Falcons.
4.5 to go in the quarter. Massenet on the inbounds. Fouled. She slipped between a couple defenders.
Fouls on number 5, Victoria Dolan. That's her first, team 5th.
Foul on Vicky Dolan.
Mary Jo Massenet at the line, shooting 2.
Massenet, also a standout volleyball player. She gets her first point.
Number 44, Bailey Reinhardt, back in for the Falcons.
Bailey Reinhardt sophomore, back in for Olathe South. Dolan to the bench for Steve Ingram, making his 8th straight trip to the state tournament. Massanet hits them both. Winner of this one gets Wichita Heights Friday night. Reinhardt short on the runner. Hugo the rebound, and she's fouled on the putback. Alex Hugo up for the rebound and quickly back up for the stick back attempt.
Foul on Darby Price.
Darby Price. Alex Hugo to the line. 63% free throw shooter.
Number 25, Alex Hugo at the line.
Scott Ball, the Manhattan coach. Hugo missed them both. Down to McNair for Manhattan Indians without a field goal this quarter. They haven't hit a bucket since the 1:36 mark back in the first. 5.5 minutes now. Manhattan is 6 of 15 shooting. Olathe South just 9 of 25, but the advantage in attempts has been the difference. Massanet in the lane. And a hand check all in Olathe South. Get Hugo for her first. That is a matchup of great multi-sport athletes there, with Hugo guarding Massanet. Hugo's a standout softball player. Massanet, the volleyball star. Price to the bucket, missed the layup. Olathe South will push it. Balcom in a hurry. Pass intercepted by Kristen Thompson. Nice defense there. 2-on-2 the other way. Thompson. The bank shot, able to kick it out on the rebound. Three-pointer. No. Olathe South has it. They look to run. Balcom kicks it ahead, and Reinhardt couldn't handle it. It'll be Manhattan ball after a flurry of back-and-forth activity. 6 turnovers each way in this one. Spilker's back for the Indians. Ahee handles the basketball. Massanet, Price, and Thompson with it there on the wing. The 5 on the court for Manhattan. Price fakes the jumper. Tries to get to Massanet, but Kopatic intercepts. Falcons on the run. Balcom in the lane. Hugo gets the bounce. Alex Hugo with a friendly back rim here in Wichita.
Foul is on Elena Spilker. That's her first. Team foul number 5.
Spilker with the foul. Balcom with the nice pitch to Hugo, and how long did that one stay on the rim? Hugo hits the free throw, finishes that 3-point play. Olathe South, their biggest lead, up by 8. Massanet cut off. Able to find help in Ahee. Up to Massanet in the corner. They swing it left side for Spilker. Reinhardt almost had a breakaway. Olathe South attempting to pull away in this one. Manhattan still without a field goal in the quarter, but that ends. Yaka Ahee with the big bucket for the Indians. It's a 6-point game again. Reinhardt to Morton for the baseline jumper. A little off target from the freshman. Manhattan will see what they can come up with. For back-to-back possessions with a field goal. Pass knocked away. It'll be a Olathe South ball. Darby Price was in some serious trouble.
Number 32, Veronica,
trying to get rid of him. She'll come out.
Number 5, Victoria Coleman, in for the Falcons.
Scott Mall chatting on the bench with a couple of his players. Adich out to Dolan, lefty three. Very good. Hatton with the board. Spilker spinning into the lane. Missed the shot. Falcons run it again. Balcom, nice pitch ahead to Hugo with the speed. She'll go to the line. If you're a fan of college basketball, you know Kendall Marshall at North Carolina is a great point guard at pitching ahead. Balcom had the nice pitch ahead there to Hugo, and she just went sprinting by almost everywhere. Ahee caught her just enough for the foul. Alex Hugo gets a couple free throws. 7 for Hugo, make it 8 as she knocks in the free throw. Reinhardt back for Olathe South. Dolan goes
in for the Falcons. Number 2, Jenna Cruzenberry, in for the Indians.
Cruzenberry in for Manhattan. It's Thompson that came out of the game. Another one for Hugo, right on the money. She has 9, Balcom has 11. Two senior captains for Olathe South, outscoring Manhattan here in the first half. Spilker. And it blocked out of bounds. It's going to be Manhattan ball. Small but boisterous Olathe South crowd disagrees. Olathe South, Steve Ingram looking for a man in a striped shirt to vent to.
Number 50, Jordan Morton, that's her first. Team foul number 7.
First on Jordan Morton.
At the line shooting 1-1.
Puts Manhattan into the bonus. Mary Jo Massenet at the line. Missed it. Manhattan unable to take advantage of the foul. Still an 8-point Olathe South lead. Minute before halftime, Morton inside. Can't power through the defense. Gets the rebound. Working again against Massenet. With the stepping down, left it short. Now South's going to pick up full court. And to speed Manhattan up during the final 47 seconds. How about a steal by Balcom? Missed the lay-in. Massenet will push it. Numbers for the Indians if they hurry. And they turn it over. 10 Manhattan first half turnovers.
Kristen Thompson, number 23, back in for the Indians.
Thompson in for Cruzenberry for the Indians.
Also checking in.
Interesting decision here for Olathe South if they might try to go for the final shot of the period. Balcom, skip pass. She's hit 3 threes this half. Tries to get it into Reinhardt, but great defense from Ahee. Went flying past the bench trying to retrieve it. Stay with Olathe South. Hadich angles out front. Freshman will hand it off to Balcom. Triple weave, they set up Reinhardt for a 3. Caraming out, here comes Ahee. Final 10 seconds. Spilker, pass deflected, she saves it. Massenet for 3. Short. That's your first half. Dominant defense from Olathe South in the second quarter. They hold Manhattan to just 1 field goal in the period. And Olathe South takes an 8-point lead into the locker room. It's 27-19. Megan Balcom 11 for Olathe South. Alex Hugo with 9 in the first half. The two senior stars for Olathe South doing their damage. There's Manhattan's lone basket of the quarter from Onyeka Ahi. She has 8 to lead the Indians. But at the break, it's Olathe South 27, Manhattan 19 on the KSHSAA network.
I might be too strong out on compliments, overdose on confidence. Starting out together and stop hearing the consequences. Drinking every night because we drink from my accomplishments. Made it way too long, floating in and out of consciousness, and they saying I'm bad. I don't believe in that. I just take my time without it. Still believe in that. I had someone tell me I fell out who I needed at, and they want to see me pick back up where I leave it at. I know I exaggerated things, now I got it like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt. You don't put it well that you don't want to cry like that. You gon' make someone honest like that. Oh, don't do it. Please don't do it. Just one of us goes in and we all go through it. Drizzy got the money, so Drizzy gon' pay it. Those my brothers, I ain't even gotta say it. That's just something they know. They know. They know. They know. If they
Second half about to get underway. Olathe South, the 5 seed, leading Manhattan 27-19. Biggest margin of the game. Both teams struggled shooting in the first half. Olathe South 10 of 32, 31%. Manhattan 7 of 22, 32%. Lady Falcons right inside to Brittany Reinhardt. Hugo up for the rebound, but then throws it away. Cruisenberry off to Spilker from Manhattan. Ahee, Massenet with the ball, and Price out there as well. Hugo, check that, White blocks the Massenet shot, but made contact with the body as well. And that'll be 3 fouls on Riley White. 6-foot junior who didn't play much in that first half with foul problems. See the clean block up top, but plenty of contact beneath, and Riley White knew it. So Massenet to the line. Held without a field goal in the first half. That's just her 3rd point. Jordan Morton, the freshman, will replace White for Olathe South. Morton some big minutes off the bench in that first half. A couple points and 4 rebounds. Massenet hits them both. Manhattan back within 6. Megan Balcom with the basketball led Olathe South in the first half with 11. Alex Hugo had 9. Make it 11 for Hugo as she gets the roll.
Alex Hugo for 2.
Hugo 7 boards to go with her 11 points. And she's guarding Massenet at this end. Alex Hugo has been very, very important tonight for Olathe South. Spilker in the lane. Just everything. Morton has the rebound. So off to Koch. Olathe South looking to run. They've got 4 great scorers on this team, but it's been the seniors tonight. Balcom and Hugo doing the damage. Misfiring in the lane. Massenet kicks it out to Ahee. Indians pitch it ahead. Price. Missed the lay-in, and Hugo controls the rebound. Balcom. Nice pass to Morton. Great court vision by Megan Balcom. Morton was all alone at the bucket. The lead is up to 10. Turnover Manhattan. Olathe South with a chance to really take command of this game right now. And Scott Mall, sensing that, takes a much-needed timeout. It'll be a full timeout for the Indians. Look at the blind pass from Balcom, looking right, fires it left, right on the money. There's a reason Balcom averages 8 assists per game. It's just her second tonight, but she's been doing more scoring than usual. 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from deep. She has 11 points. She'll be playing at Emporia State next year. Her older sisters are Romeo Lady Hornet.
Sponsor of the 6A State Basketball Championship. Visit Carrabba's at 3409 North Buck Road.
Manhattan needs something out of the timeout. Steve Ingram very calm on the Olathe South bench. Yeah, when you've won 20 or more for 8 straight years, you're in your 8th straight state tournament. No real reason to stress. Plus, he's got a 10-point lead tonight. Olathe South ball. Koch, the freshman, will bring it up. 3-pointer on the way, and on the money from Megan Balcom. She does it again with her 4th 3 of the night. 14 for Balcom. Massenet in the lane, lost the handle. Hugo pulls it out. Here comes Balcom again. 4 on 2 for the Falcons, and they turn it over. Balcom tried to thread a very small needle there. But Balcom's been on the money from deep. He's been fantastic tonight. Look out this set play. They bring her off the double screen on the baseline, and nothing but net. Indians down by 13. Olathe South gradually pulling away in this one. And Manhattan turns it over yet again. Olathe South on a 7-0 run in the last minute 50. Scott Mall sensing this one's getting away from his team. Balcom, I'll say, lost it out of bounds. Manhattan basketball. Koch jumping the passing lane. What do we have? Whistle from behind. Looked like the ball nicked the official. Steve Ingram's upset about this. He's sensing it's going to go against his team. And it will be Manhattan basketball. The official is considered part of the court. If the ball hits them, you play it. Unless the official has a foot on the line, and then the official is considered out of bounds as well. Well, Manhattan gets possession. Rare that you see an official not quick enough to get out of the way of a loose ball. This doesn't happen much. Balcom with it out front. Olathe South looking to push this lead. Good look down low for Hugo, but she couldn't handle it. Ahee wants to run, no numbers. Fires anyway and banks it in. Ahee's got 10 for Manhattan. Hugo sandwiched and fouled hard. Olathe South got to the other end quickly there.
Fouls on Olathe, that's his second.
Take a look at
Hugo at the line shooting 2.
Between Ahe, who picked up the foul, and Veronica Pritchard. Second foul on Ahe.
Number 23, Kristen Thompson, checking in for the Indians.
Thompson returns for Manhattan. Cruisenberry to the bench. Another one for Hugo. She got it. 5 of 7 at the line tonight for Alex Hugo. 13 points for her. Ahe with the basketball has Manhattan's last 2 field goals. Their only 2 since the first quarter. It's just been lockdown defense from Olathe South. Another steal. Number 9 for the Falcons on Manhattan. Turnover number 15. Koch spinning into the lane, banks it home. First bucket for the freshman, Kylie Koch. The lead is 15 for Olathe South, their biggest of the night. Ahe lost it. Hugo trying to get it to Balcom. Does. Now Balcom needs help.
That's her second.
Second against Spilker.
McNair checking in for the Indians. Also Caroline Ballard.
Balcom on the baseline, finds Hugo, and the foul! The Balcom-Hugo combination again.
Fouls on Ahe, that's her third personal, team second.
That's the third foul on Ahe for Manhattan. Hugo back to the line, 6 in the quarter. Off on that one, Manhattan has it. Scott Mall's team needs points right now. They're held to just 4 this quarter. Only 9 since the first. They actually led the majority of the first quarter.
Fouls on number 25, Alex Hugo. That's her second.
Second foul on Hugo.
Number 1, Elena Spilker. Back in for the Indians.
To Massenet. Spilker's hands. Here comes Hugo again. Over to Balcom. One won't drop. Now foul. He went back up the court. It'll be on Hugo again, her third.
Alex Hugo, that's her third.
She will come out. Dolan and White in.
Ball game.
Hugo and Reinhardt go to the bench. Still time for Manhattan to make a run, but they can't turn it over like that. Their 17th turnover. Matching their deficit. So Koch blocked, gets it back. Cleared by Caroline Ballard for Manhattan. She blocked the shot in there as well. On the baseline, McNair can't get it to go. Falcons will push. Balcom, long pitch ahead for White. A little too long.
Number 44, Bailey Reinhardt, back in for the Falcons.
Alex Hugo getting a couple fouls. He's seen on the bench in the third got knocked down there and tried to get back after Caroline Ballard, and then a foul on Hugo going back up the court as Ballard hit the deck. Three from out front. Missed for Kristen Thompson. Malcolm left side. Off a screen. Down the lane. Scoops. No. Morton the rebound, and she sticks it back in. 42-23, Olathe South. Olathe South boys are in the state tournament as well. Thompson off from three. Keeps the rebound alive. Nice save. Olathe South boys will take on Topeka tomorrow. It'll be at 4:45. Two double entrants. Boys and girls in 6A, Olathe South and Wichita Heights. Heights, the defending state champs in both. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Manhattan with only one field goal this period after only one in the second. They're shooting just 27% tonight, 8 out of 30. The South team holds the opposition to 35% shooting for the year, doing even better tonight. Riley White with a block shot. Reinhardt left wing. Nice screen from White. Gets down the lane. Morton with the rebound, but she's tied up. Good job by Darby Price. And the arrow gives it to Manhattan.
Checking in for the Indians. Colleen Koch in for the Falcons, as well as Samantha Sansky also here.
Steve Ingram.
And number 25,
The final 20 seconds of the quarter. The team looking for one more stop. Massenet in the post, gets around Morton and scores. First basket of the night for Mary Jo Massenet. Maybe that will spark Manhattan. Dolan to beat the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. Olathe South dominating that period. Outscoring Manhattan 15-6 in the third. They've outscored them 26-11 over the last two quarters combined. We're headed to the fourth here in Wichita in the final girls quarterfinal of the day. It's Olathe South 42, Manhattan 25 on the KSHSAA network.
Looking for a place to meet up after today's game? Visit any one of 3 Wichita area Old Chicago restaurants to enjoy made-from-scratch pizza, appetizers, desserts, and a casual environment. Old Chicago restaurants where you can eat, drink, and be yourself. Check it out at oldchicago.com.
Olathe South as we start the fourth quarter. Just 34% shooting for the Lady Falcons, but they've held Manhattan to only 28%. Olathe South's also taken 15 more shots than Manhattan tonight. Got rebounded them 34-25. Alex Hugo, a double-double for Olathe South. 15 points, 10 boards. Megan Balcom's got 14. They'll stay with Olathe South for Manhattan. Nika Ahe has 10. Manhattan with only 3 field goals since the end of the first quarter. They lob it to White near the basket. Blocked by Price. And then a foul on Olathe South. block inside by Darby Price.
That is her fourth personal foul.
Fourth foul against Riley White of Olathe South. She's going to go to the bench.
Checking in for the Falcons.
Morton right back in. 5'10" freshman's played a lot of minutes off the bench. Another foul on South. It'll be on Balcom.
Fouls on number
15 foul. Lead has been as big as 19. That three almost dropped through. Massenet working hard on the glass. And finally a tie-up.
Direction, the foul was on number 10. Megan Balcom has her first.
Massenet in the lane. Scores. 8 for Mary Jo Massenet. Manhattan with the last basket of the third quarter, the first bucket of the fourth. Morton on the baseline. Leans around Cruisenberry and draws the foul.
Fouls on Mary Jo Massenet, that's her second.
Actually get Massenet with the foul. Jordan Morton is at the line. Big production for Morton off the bench tonight. Freshman. Now with 7 points, 8 rebounds. She's played 16 minutes off the bench tonight. White limited to just 11 minutes by the foul trouble. Morton hits them both. Came in averaging 3.5. Got 8 points, 8 boards tonight. Manhattan trying to force it into Massenet. Gives it up to Price. Now Ahe back to Massenet. Can't shoot. Now they leave her. She missed the lay-in. Rebound loose. Massenet gets it and scores. Mary Jo Massenet not wanting this to be her last high school game. South quickly the other way, and Hugo's fouled. Balcom gets that down court in such a hurry with the lead pass. Second whistle against Darby Price.
Alex Hugo at the line shooting 2.
Hugo will be the shooter. Short on that shot. Hugo will play softball in college. She'll be a KU Jayhawk. Spilker's back in for Manhattan, replacing McNair. Next one for Hugo. This one's good. 16 points for Alex Hugo. She has a double-double tonight. She came in averaging 14 and 7. 16 points, 10 rebounds for this 5'8" senior tonight. Olathe South up by 16. Manhattan trying to stage a furious fourth quarter rally. And Olathe South foul.
Fouls on number 33,
Kylie Kopatich. 16 foul. Next one will put Manhattan at the free throw line. Price open on the inbounds, left the jumper short off the glass. And a rebound foul against the Indians. It'll be on Darby Price. He's a bit frustrated after missing the open shot. Manhattan will have to pressure full court. Olathe South just tosses it into Hugo, quickly ahead to Balcom. And the senior point guard will very smartly pull it out. Kopatich to the bucket. Foul. Kopatich and Reinhardt, 2 youngsters, freshman and a sophomore, both averaging double figures. Steve Ingram says we've been very fortunate in this program to have young girls that just continue to step in and be able to play at a high level. Kopatich Poster child for that this season. Freshman hits the free throw. She's had an off night, only 3 points. Came in averaging nearly 12 a game. Next shot, good. Olathe South, 5 of 6 at the line here in the fourth quarter. That's been their scoring. Pass knocked away, taken by Koch. 3-on-1 for Olathe South. Hugo, yes.
Alex Hugo off the glass.
Olathe South leads it by 20. Foul on Olathe South. Be on Hugo. It'll be 4 on her. Hugo joins White with 4 fouls for Olathe South. Massenet to the line. White will return with her 4 fouls. Hugo gets a breather. Massenet short on that attempt. Ahee hustling, can't quite track it down. Great hustle by Ahee. Another one of these Manhattan seniors. Manhattan just trouble putting it in the bucket tonight. They haven't gotten many open looks against this Olathe South defense. When they have, they haven't hit those. Massenet in the lane. Got it. Convert the turnover into points. Scott Mall takes a 30-second timeout. Manhattan not going away yet. Good find by Spilker to get it to Massenet. Massenet, 7 points here in the fourth. She's got 13 now for the game. Olathe Northwest, Mays, and Wichita Heights, the winners earlier today. Olathe Northwest and Mays will play Friday at 3 in the first semifinal. Second girls semifinal will be at 6:30 Friday. Wichita Heights against the winner of this one. It could be the 5th time in 6 years that Heights and Olathe South match up in the state tournament. Full court pressure. Koch, the freshman, gives it off to the senior Balcom. Right back to Koch. Fouled by Ahee, her 4th.
Fouls on Andrew Ahee, that's her 4th personal foul. Number 33, Kelly Koch at the line.
Koch, 76% at the line this season. That's the front end of the 1-on-1. And a tie-up on the rebound. White tying up Massenet. Arrow gives it to Olathe South.
Number 34, Darby Price, back in for the Indians.
Welcome to play it in. She scored 14 tonight. 3 assists for the senior point guard. Koch. Balcom left corner. Off a screen. Back to Morton, rolling to the hoop. Wipe it off. She took an extra step.
Number 21, Paul McNair, back in for the Indians.
McNair returns from Manhattan. Scott Mall tries to go offense for defense. Price went to the bench. McNair thought about a 3, takes it baseline. Massenet thought about one as well. Ahee will fire and hit it. Onyeka Ahee She's got 13. Manhattan's back within 14 points. Couple open looks turned down. They don't come out on Ahe. She just knocks it in. Balcom at the line for Olathe South. Gets her 15th point. She's not shot many free throws this year. That's just her 20th attempt at the line. Calmly knocks them both down. The seniors, star seniors, stepping up big for Olathe South. Balcom 16, Hugo 18. 10 rebounds. 3 missed badly. Balcom will handle the ball. Pitch ahead, knocked away. Ahe very active defensively for Manhattan.
Number 23, Mr. Thompson, back in for the Indians.
Still a ways to go in this one. Olathe South can't get too sloppy. Padich inside. Call that one a jump ball.
Number 10, Anyaku Ahe, back in for the Indians.
Ahe right back in for Manhattan. Need her on the court offensively. Get her a break defensively when they can. She has 4 fouls. She'll drive it baseline. Pulls up, missed the shot. Morton the board for Olathe South. 9th rebound for Jordan Morton. Freshman's played big minutes off the bench. Balcom called for an offensive foul. That's her second.
Foul, number 10, Megan Balcom, that's her second foul.
McNair kicks it out. Massenet, deep 3. White has the rebound amidst contact. What's the call? Officials getting together. That's the verdict. Scott Mall doesn't like it.
Foul was on number 21, Par McNair. That's her first
Manhattan foul against Par McNair.
Number 22.
Manhattan side thought they were going to get a traveling call.
Is at the line.
The South folks wanted the foul call, and that was what it was. Riley White to the line. 10th foul on Manhattan.
25, Alex.
2 shots the rest of the way for Olathe South. That one in. 52-35. Massenet inside, can't score it. White has the rebound. Time is the ally of the Olathe South Lady Falcons. Balcom, no. Hugo, no, but a foul.
Fouls on number 25, Mary Jo Massenet. That is her 4th personal. Alex Hugo on the line for the foul.
Hugo to the line. It was Massenet's 4th foul. Hugo's been at the line a lot tonight. She's now 7 of 11.
Number 2, Jenna Creasonberry, checking in for the Indians.
Short, but an 18-point lead with a little more than 3 minutes to play. Ingram's team trying to set up a date with Wichita Heights. Great rivalry between two of the dominant girls programs in the state. Hugo inside, scores again. Nice feed from Reinhardt. Now a foul on Olathe South as they get Kopatich.
Fouls on number 33, Kelly Kopatich. That's her third personal.
Olathe South withstood a little Manhattan rally. The Indians got within 14, but now Olathe South pulling away on plays like that. Alex Hugo with the tough bucket inside. Olathe South winning this one in the second and third quarters when they outscored Manhattan by a combined 26-11. Good find of Hugo. Credit Kopatich with the assist. Hugo continues to pile up the points. She's got 23. Add a steal for Balcom. Down to Hugo again. To a wide open Brittany Reinhardt. Olathe South with some unselfish basketball here in the final minutes. They lead by 24 points. Cruisenberry way out. Massenet on the glass. Plays it home. Timeout Manhattan. Next to last timeout for Scott Mall's Indians. For boys quarterfinals tomorrow, beginning at 3 o'clock with top seed Blue Valley Northwest, 21-1 on the year, taking on Dodge City, making their 4th straight appearance at state. 4:45, Olathe South's boys take on Topeka, both teams 17-5 this year. 6:30 game features Wichita Heights, who had the record 62-game winning streak broken in the last week of the regular season. They're 20-2 this year. They take on Olathe East. Dark horse getting to the state tournament. Olathe East 14-8, and then in the nightcap, Blue Valley North, very underrated team from the Kansas City area, at 19-3 against Wichita North, 15-7, and the great Connor Frankamp, who averages 33 points per game. Of course, Wichita Heights featuring McDonald's All-American and Kansas signee Perry Ellis. Should be a really fun day tomorrow here at Koch Arena in Wichita. Come join us if you can. If not, we'll have them all for you here on the KSHSAA network. Olathe South has cleared the bench. Manhattan still with the regulars out there. South turns it over.
Number 32, Veronica Pittsburgh.
Pritchard in for Manhattan. Joining Cruisenberry, Massenet, Ahee, and Spilker on the court. Right shot will keep it with Manhattan. For South, it's Dolan, Brittany Luton, Sarah Finks, Bailey Wilkes, and Sam Samsky. Cruisenberry hits a triple.
Jenna Cruisenberry for 3.
Her second. 59-40. Manhattan with the pressure, and timeout Olathe South.
Timeout Olathe South. That is a 30-second timeout.
Steve Ingram trying to avoid the turnover. Coaching what would essentially be his JV team, like he would be coaching his varsity right now. There's the Manhattan huddle. And Scott Mall's team is going to end their year at 20-3. A great season, their first trip to state since 1991. Coach Mall will have to say goodbye to 4 seniors tonight, including a couple of his stars. will keep it. Another substitution for Manhattan. They just took Massanet out. Katie Proctor came in. And Savannah Roberts in as Ahe checks out. Back with you at 3 tomorrow. A full day of hoops here in Wichita, as well as Topeka, Salina, Hutch, Manhattan, Emporia, and Hayes. There's a bucket for Samsky. 7 state sites. 7 boys and 7 girls state titles on the line this week. Rebound loose. Savannah Roberts comes up with it.
Fouls on Samantha Samsky, that's her first. Number 13, Savannah Roberts at the line for the Indians. Number 24, Caroline Ballard. And number 15, Savannah
Roberts, the free throw shooter, as Scott Mall gets his final 2 seniors, Jenna Cruzenberry and Veronica Pritchard, out of the ball game for the last time in their careers. Free throw well short. Final 35 seconds begin to tick. It'll be Olathe South and Wichita Heights renewing their rivalry. Friday at 6:30 in the second semifinal. Semifinal number 1 at 3. We'll see Olathe Northwest taking on Mays in a rematch from earlier this season. Mays handed Olathe Northwest their only loss of the year.
Number 21, Barbie McNair back in for the Indians.
Long faces on the Manhattan bench, but they'll look back on this year as a great success overall. And 20-3. Olathe South moves on. 61-40, your final score. Olathe South improving to 21-2. Wichita Heights, undefeated and number 1 in the state. Friday night, Alex Hugo and Megan Balcom, the stars for Olathe South. Hugo a double-double, 23 and 12 rebounds. Balcom had 16 points, including 4 threes. Mary Jo Massanet led Manhattan with 15 points, but Olathe South held Manhattan to just 29% shooting. Great win for Olathe South. The girls off to celebrate with the students who made the trip down. They win it. So 4 girls quarterfinal winners today. Olathe Northwest, Mays, Wichita Heights, and Olathe South. They shared the basketball well. That time it was Brittany Reinhardt with the bucket. Olathe South a winner over Manhattan, 61-40. Boys quarterfinal action comes up tomorrow here in Wichita beginning at 3 o'clock on the KSHSAA network.